Hello, sniffle, sniffle. I'm getting over my cold, but you know when you try to get it out. Oh, anyway. Welcome to day 11 of our adventure through Iceland. Let's get right into today's color because I find this kind of stuff fascinating. So let's share the color. And here we go. Ta-da! This is called Sudnukir. That's about as close as I'm going to get. Sudnukir volcano. And the color is an orangey red. And it is supposed to be very on an orangey red on purpose. Let's look at the inspiration here. This is a picture of the Sudnukir eruption, which has been happening over the last few years. And it has this very classic volcano cone shape and lots of lava, molten lava. Because Iceland, the land of ice and fire, this is the Iceland island. And here is the volcanic areas, including some that are underwater. Um, it is called the land of ice and fire because the reason it exists is because there are two um, plates, tectonic plates in the middle of the ocean there that are actually pulling apart. They're not sliding underneath each other like some other areas of the world. These ones are pulling apart. And there's a rift there where they're pulling apart. And this is where the molten lava is coming up from underneath the earth, or underneath the crust of our earth. And so these are the currently, oh, sorry, currently active areas of the volcanic activity in Iceland. And these were the two plates, the North American on the west side of the island and the Eurasian side. So it's on literally two continents. I guess you could kind of think it that way. Although, like they're really Iceland is kind of like part of Europe politically and everything. But like if you're talking tectonic plates, they're on the middle between North America and Europe and Asia, where these two plates are coming apart and the magma is coming up. So the actual volcano we're talking about is down here in this little peninsula, which is not that far from Reykjavik and where lots of people live. So down here in this peninsula is where a lot of the people live. They've got to watch out. It was dormant for about 800 years, but now it has been active over the last few years. And um, let's see, here's another picture of it when it was erupting last July. It's been several times over the past few years, but and then if you look, I can close this out. Um, I'll stop sharing for a second. Um, Close that out. Sometimes the screens get in the way of each other. The boxes. Here, and share again. And this is a video, which I know when I play video, sometimes they can be like a little jumpy, but it's paused right here. This, I believe, was where they had to evacuate the Blue Lagoon. I think this is the Blue Lagoon over here. And this is the lava from that eruption. They had to evacuate the Blue Lagoon. So what makes it nice and warm and the fun warm water, you bubbly water you could sit in can also be dangerous. So, like here, if you wait, you can see there's lots of lava in this. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's a nice drone video. You could see lots of lava coming out from it. And there, I believe right over there was the Blue Lagoon. Lots and lots of lava. And did you know that lava, the same reason we have volcanoes and things that you think can kill you? I pause this. The the same reason that that we have volcanoes and things and earthquakes and things that can kill you, which are caused by the tectonic plates moving, also have enabled us to be here at all because that molten core of the Earth that I talked about when we talked about the aurora borealis is the reason why we have magnetic field around the Earth that kind of goes like this, and it shoots the aurora borealis towards the North Pole. So you get the pretty lights at the towards the north and south because of this magnetic field around the Earth. We wouldn't have that magnetic field without the molten core, the lava, and all that kind of stuff. And if we didn't have that magnetic field, then a lot of the energy that comes from the sun would be more damaging to us. Like it shoots it around the earth and protects most of the earth from these solar rays. So we get a lot of protection from the fact that we have a molten core that enabled us to become the species that we are today, most likely. And there's a lot more life on Earth because we have a molten core. At least that's what my internet research, super expert opinion has told me, from watching documentaries and stuff. But you can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't have a PhD in this. But I find that fascinating that the things like volcanoes and all this other kind of stuff that could actually kill you have also possibly created the world that we can exist in. I find that fascinating. So I'm going to also show you the chart that I wrote up for this, which you might have seen in the pattern that I sent out, whether you're using the chart or not. Okay. This is the cone shape of the volcano with some lava. I was trying to create that. It's only 6 rows by 12 stitches. So, we're talking about a very small chart. So I was trying to create that classic volcano cone shape. And you're doing it, the dark color here is the red. It happens in the way I'm ordering it in my cowl. It happens to be going into the lighter blue, but at least you're doing it in that dark red. And I thought that was fun. So I hope you're enjoying our fire and ice trip through Iceland. And tomorrow I'll join you for day 12, our last day of our visit to Iceland. Oh no. I can't wait till I actually go. That'll be really fun. There's, I mean, it is kind of really fascinating. There's lots of really interesting things in Iceland. I could see why lots of people do like to visit, even if it is like maybe super cold right now. So I hope you're having a great day. See you tomorrow for our last day. Bye.